And now your main event, ladies and gentlemen, the UFC middleweights, number 8, Roman Dolidze versus number 11, Nasruddin, the sniper, Imavov. And now your co-main event of tomorrow, the UFC lightweights, the number 13th rank, Renato Moicano versus number 15, Drew Dober. Up next, UFC welterweights, Randy Rude Boy Brown versus Muslim Salihov. And now the UFC women's flyweight division, Viviane Araújo versus Natalia Silva. Up next, your UFC middleweights, Aliasab Hizriev versus Mahmoud Makhmuradov. The UFC welterweight division, Charles Chuck Buffalo Radke versus the RGV bad boy, Gilbert Urbina. And your UFC women's strawweights, Meatball Molly McCann versus Deanna, the Warrior Princess Belvita. Up next, UFC flyweights, Azat Maksum versus the Pride of St. Louis, Charles Energy Johnson. And now UFC welterweights, Themba the Answer Gorimbo versus Pete Dead Game Rodriguez. Up next, the UFC featherweight division, Jong Young Lee versus Blake Builder. The women's flyweight division, Luana Carolina versus Julia Stoliarenko. Up next, the UFC lightweights, Landon the Lone Wolf Quinones versus Markel Medeiros. Up next, the UFC heavyweight division, Thomas Peterson versus Jamal Pogues. That's it, your stat card, UFC Fight Night, Dolidze versus Imavov on ESPN Plus, right here at the UFC Apex.